Hello and welcome. Today we are going to go ahead and take a look at the Taiyo Frigate. So the Taiyo Frigate is the next in my frigate series, and as a frigate, there is no restrictions for starship design, but it is a Class A ship, and it has to have the following requirements. It has to have an armory, an infirmary, a galley, have at least 4 crew space, and be able to sleep at least 8 crew members. Additionally, it has to have at least 400 fuel and at least 1,000 cargo capacity. Now, this particular ship is built entirely using Taiyo parts, and you can pick up everything you need for it from Taiyo Astroneering here on Neon. So, let's go ahead, walk around it really quick, take a tour, then we'll see how it is built, and then we will take it out for a test run in Serpentis. So we do have a rear entry on this ship. And we enter immediately into the armory. Now, I do have a companionway right there. Why didn't it stick a door there? Who knows? Alright, so Taiyo Armory, we do have a brig and a holding cell. We've got space for your weapons. And then we have a ladder that goes up. This ladder is immediately going into our control room. And then we will come forward and open this door. And we see here is our companionway. We have our docking hatch at the top. And then if we go down this ladder, again, why isn't there a door there? Thank you, game. We enter into the infirmary. So if it was putting doors where I think it should be, then you would go through the armory, straight through here into the infirmary, and then also right over here, we have a 2x2 cargo hold. Coming back here, we do find ourselves in a 2x1 all-in-one berth. 4 beds, a bathroom, and a little galley. Coming back up here, we will go forward in just a moment. But first, let's come on over here, and we find ourselves in the 2x2 all-in-one berth. So again, we have a door right here, which leads to 4 bunks. We have some crew relaxation areas over here. Right here we have our galley. A bathroom right over here. And then through this door right here, we find ourselves in the second 2x1 all-in-one berth. Finally, we come through this door here, and we find ourselves in the captain's quarters. So you have to go through the captain's quarters to get to the bridge. Now, originally, I had placed the captain's quarters back there where the control hab was, figuring that you would walk through this door and then come up here, so this would kind of be set up on its own. Then the game decided that I needed a ladder there. So I would swap these 2 habs out for each other with the Place Doors Yourself mod, and also fix it up so that way there's this one central ladder and everything comes through this companionway. And we have our Taiyo cockpit, and that is the interior. So let's go ahead, pop on into Neon Core, and then we'll head on over to Taiyo Astroneering. And we'll just run on over here to this elevator and go to Taiyo Astroneering. Alright, coming on in here, we will come down here and talk to Veronica.
Change your life. You won't regret your purchase.
Pop into the shipbuilder, get our colors in our palette. And see, I went blue and gold. With a couple variations of gold. Alright, now then, let's select everything and delete it. Alright, so starting with the landing bay, we are putting that in the rear configuration. And then we are going to enter into a bottom A armory. Then we are going to go ahead and enter into a bottom B companionway. And then we are going to enter into a bottom A, and this is going to be the infirmary. Coming off the side of this companionway, I'm going to go ahead and choose the bottom B cargo hull. And then right over here, I'm going to choose the bottom A, actually, no, bottom B, for the Taiyo all-in-one. Then, that's the bottom layer complete, so let's go to the top layer. So I'm going to choose a top B companionway. Oh, sorry, this is supposed to be a bottom B, not a bottom A. There we go. Next up, right here, I'm going to go ahead and do the top A. Actually, hang on. Let's start over here first. Top A, and this will be the control station. And this is going to be the top A for the captain's quarters. This is going to be the top B. Here it is. All in one. And then here is going to be the top B all in one. Then, right up here, we are going to go ahead and place our docker. And then cockpit. And this is just whatever the best cockpit you have is. And that is all the habitable spaces on this ship. So, what's next? Next, let us go ahead and pop on over here to the landing gear. And I'm going to go ahead and place 3 pinpoint 4G landing gears. This is the 2 high one. Basically on this outer edge of the 2x2. And then over here, I'm going to place the 3G. Nice little road right there. All right. What's next? So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come on over here and I'm going to grab some structural elements. Got a horizon weapon mount here and then a horizon weapon mount on this side. Next, right in this little gap that we have formed here, I'm going to place my reactor and my grav drive. So I'm going to go ahead and place the reactor on the bottom. And I'm doing this one here because I have the Spheramac DC202, which is connecting side, front, and side. And then I'm going to place the reactor or the grav drive on top, and this is going to be the R4000 Alpha grav drive. Next up, in front of this, I'm going to go ahead and place my fuel and my shield. So which side you choose doesn't matter, but on the bottom, Let's go ahead and place my shield, which is going to be the deflector SG-60. And then my fuel tank, which is going to be the H-30 Atlas HE-3 tank. Then, on this top section here, I'm going to go ahead and place my cargo hold, which is the Galleon S-202. And there we go. And that gives us our 1290 cargo. All right. Next up, it's time to go ahead and add some more structural elements. So I want to go ahead and grab and where did it put it? Right here. I want to grab an equipment plate and place that. We'll place it right there. Then I'm going to come on down here and grab the Taiyo braking engine. Place that under the cockpit. And then I'm going to come down here to the Taiyo mid caps. And I'm going to go ahead and flip one into place there. Take a second, flip it into place over the reactor. And then we will grab yet another one. And we will try and duplication glitch this in. Find that it will not duplicate in. So we will move the grav drive out of the way. And then we'll put the grav drive on top. And attempt to duplication glitch that in. And when it refuses, we will move that out of the way temporarily. And then we will duplication glitch the grav drive again. And now that it has that side connection piece, it will let us. And then we will move this back on over. Note, if you wanted to make that duplicate in a bit easier, you could place the cargo hold first, and then you could go ahead and put the Helios 400 grav drive in place instead. Alright, since we're in the structural tab anyways, let's go ahead and grab the Taiyo braking engines and put our little pinchy claws on. And that finishes the front of the ship. Now we can come on back here to the back of the ship, and we are going to go ahead and grab a pair of Taiyo cowlings. Then on the landing gear here, we are going to go ahead and choose our engines. We are using the SA-4330s for this ship. Place 3 of them on, and we are done. Unattached modules. What unattached modules? There we go. Alrighty. Now that everything has been properly connected, what's the next step? So, all that we have left is our weapons. Now for this ship, I am using the Vaporizer 35 MeV proton beams, and then the PB50 proton beams. Note these are not the auto variants, and yes, that was a deliberate choice of mine to go ahead and do the non-auto ones. Alright, there we go. Alright. Assign my weapons. Paint my ship. And there we have it. So, as mentioned, it was indeed a deliberate choice to go ahead and choose non-auto weapons for this. And the reason is you'll notice I have 33 reactor power and 39 equip power. With the anitronic fusion skill, I have 38 reactor power. This means that I can go ahead and do full power to one weapon and all but one power to the second weapon. And I find that for these lighter ships, that frequently works out better for me. Now, for this ship, I did do the ship flip glitch to basically assemble this whole section here. However, I will note that if you do not want to flip glitch this, you could go ahead and remove these 3 Taiyo cowlings, and it will just save you 15 mass. I will also note that I have the R4000 Alpha Grav Drive, but with a mass of 829, I actually only need the R3000. I just never updated the ship after after I was fiddling with it. So you could go with a lighter grav drive without needing to make any changes. Beyond that, we do need the S202 cargo hold. So we are looking at going ahead and getting the Starship Design Rank 1 for that. And we need Starship Design Rank 1 for these engines. So if you like this ship, you are basically going to need to have Starship Design to a minimum of rank 1. Otherwise, whatever you build won't really look like, well, this. Alright, enough talking. Let's go ahead, exit, and jump on out into orbit. And now I'm going to fully assign my weapon power. And then I'm going to pop on out here to Serpentis. And let's test how well the ship performs. And there's a settler pelican. So let's go find some hostile activity. Looks like there's only 2 opponents here. Alright, and then let's hit this Vigil 3. We could dock with it if we wanted to. And we probably shouldn't have stuck around so close, but with only 2 opponents, I'm always tempted to just dive in and finish things a bit faster. Now, though, we do need to go ahead and wait for our engines to finish repairing. Ah, I see. We are in the shadow of the moon. So, engines are almost done. Shields are back to full. And with 150 speed, Oh, I just can't resist. I will note, I never claimed to be a good player. I just claimed to, sometimes be able to stumble my way to victory. Whee! Let's see how many people show up here. And with 3 guys showing up, let's go ahead and get our range. Alright. Eulogy 3. Take that out first. Alright, so we've got this Vayrun Hem. And I can afford to dive in some now, because this is only a Hem 2. And then all that's left is the Vigil, so we can just dive on in, and we should be fine. Alrighty. So there's nothing too threatening there, and because we were able to go ahead and get our distance, we didn't really take any damage. Let's grab the last of our loot here. And let's head on over here. A Dirge 3. And I'm not sure who else showed up, but every time I've had a Dirge 3 show up, I usually ended up having a bad day. Okay, so I've got a Dirge and a Dirge 3. Let's go ahead and hit this Dirge. There we go, one down. And easy enough. So let's go ahead. We've got time for another encounter or two. See if we can't get something more challenging to show up. Vigil 2. Okay. And that's it. Okay. Well, this is really over fast. There we go. And once again, on the hunt to find something challenging. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes, well, you don't.
An offering for the great serpent.
Alright, so I've got a eulogy. And a hem. Okay. Well, let's finish off this hem. It won't take long. There we go. And now we can afford to dive on this eulogy. Alright. Let's give it one last shot. A 3 so far. Okay. Alright. So with one of them taken out, let's go ahead and get some range. And basically I'm just trying to let my fields recharge, but this guy's not letting me, so... Alright, got a little too far. There we go. No, no. Lock onto the prophecy 3. Okay. And he is trying to boost away. And there we go. Bonk. Alright. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. Make the algorithm happy. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's do the underside shot for this one. A little bit up. Yeah, that looks good. Have a good one.